Tucker, how could you do that? You just embarrassed me beyond belief.
I embarrassed you?
You just stormed into the bedroom, dragged Jason out of the house whilst he was still naked, and chucked him outside. Then you just stormed off to your car and drove away? All of the neighbors saw everything. They were watching, and now they're going to be gossiping and telling everyone they know what just happened. I talk to these people on a daily basis. Now they're going to think the worst of me, and it's all your fault.
My fault? How the hell is any of this my fault?
If you hadn't come back home early, you never would have seen Jason and gotten so worked up. But because you did come back, you've made a whole mess now.
Wow, you really need a reality check, Lena. You were cheating on me. I think I have every right to be upset.
Well, if you weren't going to stick around, why did you throw Jason out? He could have stayed if you weren't going to.
Do you even hear yourself right now? How selfish can you be? Do you even care that you've completely ruined our relationship?
I didn't ruin anything. Like I said, if you hadn't come home early, this never would have happened. What were you doing coming home so early anyway? Shouldn't you be at work today? Or have they realized how useless you are and fired you for your incompetence?
The company had a massive power outage and told us that it wouldn't be sorted out until tomorrow, so they told us all to go home. I thought it would be a nice surprise if I came home with some flowers for you and we could have had a nice afternoon together, maybe even go out for dinner in the evening. But it looks like you'd already found yourself a nice surprise for the afternoon. How long has this been going on, Lena? How long have you been cheating on me?
Does it really matter? It's not going to change anything.
It matters to me. I deserve to know.
Fine, whatever. I've been seeing Jason now for a couple of months. Happy?
Months?
Yes.
Jeez, Lena. How could you do this to me?
How? Because I was bored. You are so boring. Everything is the same, day in and day out. I was fed up, and so I decided to have a bit of fun. I went to a bar one afternoon whilst you were at work, and that's where I met Jason. He was the bartender on that day. We got to talking and really hit it off. From there, I'd go back every day and we'd just talk. Eventually, our relationship went to the next level, and we've been seeing each other ever since. It's really been quite thrilling. The whole sneaking around thing was really quite fun. There were a few times where I thought we'd get caught. Like the other week when you forgot your phone and came back for it. But you're such a simple idiot that you didn't notice anything was wrong. It was just too easy. I just hope that you haven't wrecked the thrill of this relationship for me. Like, if the only reason why I was having fun was because I had to hide it from you, I'll be really angry.
Well, let me get this straight. You decided to cheat on me, to destroy our relationship, our marriage of 15 years, simply because you were bored?
Well, when you say it like that, you make it sound like I'm such a horrible person.
Well, to be honest, you are.
Ugh, whatever. Look, you really need to sort out this mess that you've made. You need to talk to all of the neighbors and tell them that this was just a huge misunderstanding. Then, you need to call Jason and apologize for treating him the way you did.
I'm not doing any of that. In fact, the only thing I'll be doing is go in my friend's house whilst you pack your stuff and get out of my house.
What? You're kicking me out?
You bet I am. That's my house, I'm the one who bought it, and the mortgage is in my name. So I get to decide who lives there, and it's gonna be me. I want you gone by this evening, otherwise I'll call the police and tell them that you're trespassing.
But where am I supposed to go?
I don't know, and I don't care.
You are such a horrible person. I've not even done anything that bad, and you're treating me like I'm the worst person in the world. I mean, lots of people cheat on their partner every day. It's not something uncommon. You're not special. In fact, you're the complete opposite of special.
Whatever, Lena. I'm done listening to you, and I'm done talking to you. For now, I need space to calm down before I say anything that I shouldn't. Maybe we can talk about this all tomorrow, or the next few days, but for now, I need to be left alone.
God, you're such a pathetic loser. Just get over yourself. That's what any real man would do.
Lena, I mean it.
Fine, I'll go stay with my mom tonight then. Considering you're being a complete asshole and kicking me out of my own house.
Sounds good to me.
Whatever. I'm done talking to you. Don't bother texting me again.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Tucker, are you there?
Lena, where have you been?
What do you mean? You told me to leave the house, so I did.
Well, yeah, I know I said that, but I've been trying to get in contact with you so that we can talk about everything that's happened. But you've not been replying to me, and when I went to your mom's house to see if you were there, she said she hadn't seen you since 2 weeks ago when you went for lunch together. So, where have you been?
Well, I considered going to my mom's house, but then I decided that I didn't want to. So I went to Jason's instead. I've been here ever since.
Jason? The guy you cheated on me with? You're with him?
Do you know a different Jason?
Jeez, Lena, do you honestly not care about our relationship at all? Do you not even want to try and work it out?
Well, no, not really.
Huh?
I told you the other day that I was bored, and you're the main reason why. You're a very boring person with a very boring life, and I'm sick and tired of being stuck in your endless loop of boredom.
So, that's it then, huh? You're just giving up on our relationship after destroying it and running away with your little boy toy?
He's not a boy toy.
Sounds to me like you're having a midlife crisis. Although you're not handling it in a very mature way, are you? It's quite sad.
Whatever. The only reason I messaged you was to see if you'd received the little present I sent you.
Huh? What present?
I'd check your mail if I were you.
Seriously, Lena? You filed for divorce?
Oh, I see that you found my gift.
This isn't a joke, Lena.
No, it's not. Those are real divorce papers. I've decided that I'm done with you, so I want to make it official. Me and Jason are having so much more fun together, so who in their right mind would give that up for an old, boring person?
Well, certainly not a horrible witch, that's for sure.
Did you just call me a witch?
Well, let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if a house fell out of the sky and landed on you.
Oh, haha. Look, there's two ways you can go about this now. I don't particularly want to go to court with this. It'll be long and tedious and just not something that I really want to do. So we can come to an agreement. You can sign the house over to me and we can call it even. Or I can take you to court and take you for everything you're worth. I know what options I'd choose.
You actually trying to blackmail me into giving you my house?
It's not blackmail, just slightly forceful suggestion.
You are despicable.
Sticks and stones. Look, me and Jason are currently living in a tiny little bedsit, and whilst it was fun to begin with, I'm over it now. I miss my comforts and my bed, and I want it back. I'm willing to compromise here so that we can both walk away winners. Or, well, you can walk away less of a loser than you would be otherwise. So, what do you say?
What do I say? I say no way, I'm not giving you my house. So, if you want to take this to court, then fine, I will. Only, I'll make sure that it doesn't go your way.
What? Why are you being so awkward? Just agree to the deal I gave you, and then we can both just get on with our lives.
You're mad if you think that I'm just gonna hand over my home, which I've been living in for the last 15 years. After I discovered you cheating on me, you don't get to do that and then make demands for things that you want. You're the one in the wrong right now, so you'll just have to deal with whatever consequences that come your way.
But I'm your wife. You should just do what I say.
Oh no, you have absolutely no right to play that card. You're not my wife. You're just a horrible woman who betrayed me and cheated on me with some random stranger, simply because she was bored. And I'm gonna make sure that you don't get a single thing from me. I can promise you that.
Well, we'll see about that. I know that I'm going to win if we take this to court because I'm the woman in the situation.
And?
And courts always believe the woman in a relationship and sides with them. They'll give me whatever I want, especially when I tell them that you were emotionally manipulative towards me. They'll support me no matter what you say when I tell them that.
What? But that's a lie. I was never horrible to you at all.
They don't know that though, do they?
You really are a despicable woman. How I never noticed it before now is beyond me. But don't you worry, I'm certain things will work out fine for me in the end.
We'll just see about that. I guess I'll see you in court then. Get ready to become a penniless, homeless loser. Tucker? What was that in there? What did you do? I should have won that court hearing, not you. How did you win? It's not fair.
Oh, Lena, what are you doing messaging me? One of the points of the hearing was that you weren't to contact me anymore.
I don't care what the court said. I want to know how you won. I thought that I was going to go into that hearing and get everything that I wanted and more. How come that didn't happen?
Wow, you're really acting like a toddler right now and throwing a tantrum. That's really sad.
Answer my question.
You were there in the hearing. You know how I won.
But I don't remember signing any prenup. You forged it. I know it.
Just because you don't remember signing it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. In fact, you were the one who insisted on having the prenup.
What?
Yeah, you really don't remember? You were working at the time in that hairdresser's and trying to become an actress on the side, and you decided that you wanted a prenup for when you became a big star so that if we ever divorced, I wouldn't be able to have any of your money. Only you gave up on trying to become an actress and instead quit your job and decided to just use all my money instead. Thank goodness I had the sense to set up a secret savings account. I was going to use it to buy us a really nice holiday. Maybe to Dubai, but I'm glad I didn't in the end.
But that prenup was for me. It shouldn't stop me from getting your money.
I added in a clause where it worked both ways. I did point it out to you, but you either didn't care or weren't listening. Either way, it works for me.
But that's not fair. Now what am I supposed to do? I don't have a job, so I have no money coming in.
Can't you just ask your new boy toy to support you?
He only works as a bartender. He doesn't get much money. Definitely not enough to support the both of us. I'm going to have to get a job.
Oh well.
Hang on, Tucker. Look, I'm sorry, okay? Let's just forget all this ever happened and we can go back to how things were before, okay?
You mean where I was working a horrible, dead-end job which was slowly crushing my soul simply so that you could have the money to go and waste on stupid clothes and stuff? Yeah, I know. I'm good, thanks. Now that I don't have to support you, I can finally quit my job and pursue a career that I'll actually enjoy. With the amount of savings I have, I'll have enough time to sort something new out without having to worry about bills and rent and stuff.
You have that much saved up? You need to give me some. It's only fair.
No, actually, now that we're divorced, I don't have to do anything for you ever again. And to be honest, I thought I would be sad about that, but I feel like a heavy weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I feel 10 times lighter and much happier. Thanks for making me see that I was miserable with you. I'm gonna go and celebrate my newfound freedom now. See ya. Have a nice life.
Wait, Tucker. You can't just leave me like this. You need to help me. Tucker.
After divorcing Lena, life was strange for a little while. I wasn't sad that such a horrible person was finally gone from my life. However, I was used to someone being at home and I started to feel quite lonely. So I decided to adopt a dog. Me and Buster have been happy bachelors ever since. My life has definitely gotten better ever since I left Lena. I've even started my own hat making business, and whilst it's not making me millions, I make a decent amount of money and I'm much happier than I was in my old job. As for Lena, the last I heard, her boyfriend Jason decided to leave her for a younger woman. This forced Lena to get a job so that she could afford her own flat. But because it was a minimum wage job, the flat she was able to afford was only a tiny, dingy one. I would feel bad for her, but she made that situation for herself, so now she has to deal with the consequences. Who knew that the worst day in my life would turn out to be the best thing that ever happened to me?